Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching. I'm not sure where the camera's at. Or maybe I'll go put the camera in a good spot. Well, there's Chloe. She seems kind of confused at where Blue is. Yep. Well, today was my worst day actually for the missing Blue. It was weird. I was just like, I think it's because my wife was working today, so I was just kind of alone, thinking, sucks. I told Cairo today. He was always like him and Cairo got along really well. Cairo's been over to my house a couple times. And Blue would just sort of sit on his lap and stuff, So sucks. What's weird is, when I do a show on this same topic, I get like 150 people watching. But when some random schmo does it, they get 1,000. What's the difference? I mean, there's not something that shows up in the algorithm? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It's totally very strange, See, I'm trying to, not sure why this isn't working the way it's supposed to. Details, there you go. Alright, so there's like, we've all heard, Hannah's dad actually took his own life, it sounds like. But it's just kind of odd, right? I mean, what do you guys think about that? It just seems strange that somebody would take their own life when you don't know what the actual disposition is. Maybe he was already having some mental issues prior. Hey, thanks, Julia. Appreciate it. You know, like, did he have something mentally going on prior, and he's just so overwhelmed? Because I guarantee you you know, when you guys, like, I don't have any other examples, but like there was one time where Blue got out somehow, and I couldn't find him, and I was so panicky, and I just remember thinking, I mean, like, if I had never found Blue, I'm not really sure. Like, I think I'd just be freaking out. I think missing persons cases are the worst cases that there are. You know, so could it just be that it was just too overwhelming for him? Yeah, I know they were estranged, but, you know. I don't know. Just doesn't seem like what's there to be guilty about if you don't even know what's happened to her yet. I guess that's what I don't agree with that. I don't know if it's estrangement guilt. You know, I'm saying, you know, he's there, he's helping to look, but you don't even know what the disposition is. So what would it be? You know? Yeah, I don't know. And I was actually told the other day that he killed himself in Hawaii, so I didn't really put much, you know, into it, but it was actually in Los Angeles. Hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, it was in Hawaii. So, I mean, not Hawaii. It wasn't in Hawaii. It was Los Angeles. Let me get to the right. Yeah. So I guess apparently it was at like this hotel right here. So it's near the airport. Like, there's the airport, and then the father, you know, whether or not I mean, we've heard he jumped off of the building. I mean, I don't know if that's accurate or not. Must have been pandemic days there in that shot. But yeah, so it's kind of bizarre. I mean, you don't even know what the disposition is. She could have just went off on a spiritual journey, like she was saying. Yeah, well, that's where you said he did it. Yeah, because that's what we were talking about. Can you look for cameras on the building, Gray? Why? We're going to look for cameras so that we can say, yeah, that camera might have filmed it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, obviously they would have it. Well, that's what I thought you said. So. And I didn't say even who told me either. Yeah. See, maybe he heard from sources that, yeah, I mean, don't you think that would be a bigger story? Like, you know, did he get something sent to his phone that said something? You know, did it, I mean, I see law enforcement would know that, and then it would be a much more nefarious situation. They would have answers. There's a couple of timelines out there. Somebody put a spreadsheet out online that has I don't know who did it or who made it or anything, but they put a spreadsheet out there that has all the timeline information, and then also Daily Mail had some
kind of a graphic. We can go over that. I guess at this point it's just, still people are looking for Hannah. Like, where is she? And it said, Ryan Kobayashi, the father of Hannah Kobayashi, apparently jumped to his death from a parking structure near LAX. I mean, I could see being like freaking out, and you're sitting there and you're just wondering, like, what the, you're just, not being able to find your daughter, one, I guess you could say, and one that you're estranged with, and you feel guilty about it. I mean, you could add that in there. But it's weird, too, because you don't have an answer. It feels like if you knew that she was killed or something, then you would be at that level. But I can also see just not wanting to live through that anguish, because it's horrendous. I mean, imagine like day after day after day you have a missing child. I mean, any one of you that has a kid, imagine them disappearing, and for like a week, or you just every day keeps going by and you don't have answers, and just that overwhelming. Hey, thanks, Alley Cake. Do you think he was lured there? I mean, I guess you got to say that's a possibility, something like that, because it does seem odd that he would do that. Yeah, I don't know why they care about the luggage. And I'm not even aware that they care. I mean, the pictures are already out there all over the place. I think she left willingly, but the person she left willingly with was a nefarious actor. Hey, thanks. Raw time now. It could be somebody she wanted to meet, and then it turns out that person was bad, catfishing basically. I sort of agreed with the text that was sent back to her by her sister, I think, or aunt, or whoever it was that she was responding to. The aunt, I think she was going to visit, but it was, I mean, we can go back over those text messages again too. Maybe it's good to do like a sort of a refresher here. Hey, welcome, Bon Amour. So you love bonbons? Yeah, but devastated about what, Selena? That's what I keep asking. I mean, she's missing, but she could be totally missing completely on her own and doing something. He doesn't have a resolution to the answer. They just seem like the controlling type of family that has a missing person. There's some that allow people to dig in and try to find answers, but they're just... and that one guy on TikTok that always covered it, man, he's getting overboard again. It's just crazy. Hey, thanks, CR. The aunt was super affectionate with the dad, holding his hand, rubbing his back and hand. Maybe he was just maybe he's got a little bit of depression, and I mean, maybe, well, how about this? Whatever the underlying thing is with the dad, could it be sort of something that genetically she might be going through too? Like whatever it is for him that created his situation, could it be that his daughter is afflicted with whatever that is as well? And he's thinking about that. Thank you very much, Linda Cosma. Yeah, I mean, it's just a thought, right? A possibility. Let's see. Maybe he felt like he went out there to find her, and because he couldn't, it ate him into... Right, I mean, that's what we were just saying. He goes out there, but he doesn't have an answer yet. So that's why it seems strange to people. To me, it does. I mean, would any of you... I guess, I understand the stress of it, and every day it's just another sort of anguish moment. But she might show up tomorrow and say, yeah, it was just... It doesn't sound like it, though. I mean, the phone's been off since, what, the 11th? We don't know if he was going through something else before this. I know, I just said that. Yeah. I haven't seen it. Dozo, you didn't send it to me, so I wouldn't know. Let's see, I'd keep looking forever personally. Right, you would just keep looking, but you'd still have that anguish. So maybe he's somebody that combined with some underlying sort of mental issue may be a problem. Maybe you can send it to me, Zozo, so we can look at it. Is the ant we have been seeing the one... Okay. Let's see. Hey, thanks, Double Play Dog Dude. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter that he talked about her in the past tense. That absolutely means nothing. So let's dispel that rumor that everybody thinks. That when people use past tense, they have knowledge that they're not alive. It absolutely doesn't mean that at all. People use it all the time and they have no idea. The father of missing Hawaii woman Hannah Kobayashi was found dead in Los Angeles on Sunday, according to police. Ryan Kobayashi, who had traveled to Los Angeles to help in the search for his daughter, was found dead in a parking lot near Los Angeles International Airport. Authorities said the 58-year-old case is listed as open. That's interesting. It's listed as open. They're still trying to figure out what happened there. The Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner noted on its website. The Los Angeles Police Department confirmed that officers responded to a call at 4 a.m. reporting a body found in the area. Police said Kobayashi apparently jumped to his death from a parking structure. The Kobayashi family endured a devastating tragedy today after tirelessly searching throughout Los Angeles for 13 days. Hannah's father, Ryan Kobayashi, tragically took his own life. This loss has compounded the family's suffering immeasurably. The family said in a statement released through nonprofit group helping with the search for Hannah Kobayashi. Hannah is still actively missing and is believed to be in imminent danger. It is crucial for everyone to remain vigilant in their efforts to locate Hannah, the statement read. Hannah Kobayashi was reported missing by her family on November 12th after she missed a connecting flight from Maui to New York City at LAX days earlier on November 8th. Since her disappearance, the elder Kobayashi, who said he was estranged from his daughter, had spoken on behalf of his family as they begged the police for help in the search.
While the desperate search continues for a missing woman from Maui. She was on her way to New York, but missed the connection at LAX. Tips are coming in, but nothing solid. Now, no one has heard from her in more than a week. Fox 11's Susan Hirsuna joining us live from Crypto.com Arena with the latest. Susan.
Christine, there's a couple of reasons why volunteers and loved ones met in this area. Hannah Kobayashi was last seen at the Pico station for a metro train not far away, and also because later this evening the Lakers play. They're hoping to get a lot of these flyers in front of people, getting the face of Hannah Kobayashi out there so that people will look for her and find her.
We're going to be handing out flyers to you.
Volunteers gathered to pick up flyers and strategize where to hand them out. 30-year-old Hannah Kobayashi disappeared Monday the 11th, and her family is worried she's in danger.
We were able to get footage of her boarding the metro with an unidentified person, and then getting off at 2 blocks over here at the Pico station.
They've chased leads in Skid Row and analyzed the smallest
Get footage of
flyers and strategize where to hand them out. 30-year-old Hannah Kobayashi disappeared Monday the 11th, and her family is worried she's in danger.
We were able to get footage of her
Oh,
boarding
there's the dad right there. Isn't that crazy?
the metro with an unidentified person.
Out. 30-year-old Hannah Kobayashi disappeared Monday the 11th, and her family is worried she's in danger.
We were able to get footage of her boarding the metro with an unidentified person, and then getting off at 2 blocks over here at the Pico station.
They've chased leads in Skid Row and analyzed the smallest of details, like her last text messages. They're suspicious.
Yeah, her
they're
mom's
not from
alive. She has a
Hannah at
different
all.
name, though.
It was strange messages
name.
about someone trying to steal her identity, someone trying to take her funds, just that. And she speaks in emojis. And I know that sounds strange, but when you know your family and you know, there wasn't a single emoji in any of those text messages.
We're just gonna put them on hold.
Yeah, that'd be like, you guys remember Danielle that used to be here? Imagine her not having an emoji in a text message. I don't know if I said, did I say work here? I don't even remember what I just said, but she used to be a moderator. But she didn't, she would put emojis, like a whole sentence would be the emoji. Like, that's really funny. So it'd be like that, and then like some clown at the end. I mean, I don't know. It was pretty funny, to be honest with you.
All 4 sides.
As the fear grows for Hannah's well-being, so does the effort to find her. Ryan Kobayashi flew from Oahu to
I
LA
bet,
a
let it
week
be.
ago.
I
He
bet.
confesses he was estranged from his daughter, but vows that will change once he sees her again.
And I just wish that I could have been there more for her, you know.
And now you are.
Yeah, trying, you know.
So that's interesting. I could have been there more for her. Like, what was he referring to when he says something like that? Did he know that she was going through some issues? You know? Not like, okay, they're estranged, because, like, yeah, that's him right there, yeah. Because what does that mean? You know, I wish I could have been there more for her. So it sounds like he's aware that she might have had some emotional issues or something, right? Because why would you, even if you're estranged, I don't know if you would say that, because what you're implying is that had you been there more for her, she wouldn't be in the situation. Yeah, we know, Susan, that they wouldn't be in that she wouldn't be in the situation that she's in now. We know, Susan. We've said it like 19 times already on the show. Let's see. Did the person get off the metro with her? I don't know. They don't seem to ever say, you know, we don't have all the details. I know, but I know you say it sounds like guilt, right? But I don't think, it's like, what you're saying is had he been there more for her, she wouldn't be in this situation. So what would that be, right? That's why you would say something like that. Now, nobody's sure of anything, Timothy, but...
You know, it's just...
He's estranged from his daughter, but vows that will change once he sees her again.
And I just wish that I could have been there more for her, you know.
And now you are.
Yeah, trying, you know, it's just... Yeah. Trying to get closer to her, trying to find her is everything.
So that sucks. Jeez.
Apparently today was the first day that the LAPD really responded to the family, reaching out to Hannah's sister to get some more details. It's apparent that perhaps all of the media attention...
Well, you check in your luggage, and you don't get on the plane, but the luggage makes it to the destination. Zozo. Because that means she must have had another ticket or something? Her luggage was going... Oh, yeah. So she was supposed to get on the New York Yeah, but how come her luggage is in her hands, though, when she gets off the plane? I mean, you see her pushing it around, so how did her luggage continue forward? Maybe she had a larger suitcase, and that was her carry-on bag. Right? It looked like a smaller thing that you could put above, you know?
Has also put LAPD on the ropes.
But hey, if you guys are out there and you want to help support the Grant Hughes Investigates YouTube channel, maybe consider becoming a channel member or sending a super chat, whatever works for you. If you can afford it, that's great. If not, we'll just keep on going.
In terms of trying to find this 30-year-old woman. Reporting live in downtown LA, I'm Susan Hirosuna, Fox 11 News.
How do we know she walked out with no luggage? The only pictures I see with her, like that one looked like she was in the bathroom and came out.
Some members of the public will be allowed to attend the Menendez.
Yeah, so the pictures we have are like this one. So that might be, I don't know if that's her going to the airport. You know, like a lot of these are different, but there's that same pink bag. And this one here is her getting off the, well, I guess that's her getting off the plane. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so these ones are like, that's her picking up the bag at the carousel, it looks like. So after you get off the plane, she now has her bag, but when she got off the plane, she doesn't have her bag. I guess that's what that is, right? Like in order, it'd be like this. That would be getting off the plane, and this would be her picking up the bag at the carousel, right? Because she has a backpack on, and this thing right here, but I don't know what this is right here. Is this looks like she's just getting off the plane, because just the way it's set up, like that looks like that little runway that you get to the plane. Yeah, but her regular luggage, except this thing right here, she seemed to pick up, right? Because just pay attention, everybody. I get these people going, well, if they had to, just look at how this works out. Like she's getting off the plane right here, right? And then this is one of those things where you wait for your bag, and there she is with this bag right here. Because she doesn't have it in this one. All right? So it looks like she actually waited for this thing here, a carry, you know, sort of a, I don't know if that would be considered a carry-on because it's a little bigger, you know. So she has that. And this one, this is the backpack that she uses as a carry-on. And I guess that is the same thing as this thing. This is this. And I don't know if this is her, you know, we don't know the timing. Like, is this after this one? Or is this at the airport in Hawaii when she took off? Because she could have just taken off the sweatshirt, wrapped it around, and then she has a backpack. Right, I think it's right there in the picture. So I don't know what she would be. She might have had another piece of luggage though that she was forwarding on. But I don't think so, because I think that's what this is. That's why she's next to the baggage carousel area. Like she literally was waiting for her bag to come around, pulled it off, now she's sitting there. Doesn't that make sense? What do you guys think? Right. She has an airplane tag hanging from it too, and that they put when you check in the bag. Yeah, right there. So this is right. So this one's third then, right? So it's kind of like if you were going to do this in order, it would be like this. Yeah, I mean, I guess this would be 3rd. Right? Doesn't that seem right? Like that? So that's her getting off the plane, her getting her bag, dressed exactly the same. Then she, gets ready to get into LA, takes her sweatshirt off because now it's warm as hell outside, or, probably not that warm, but, she takes that off and she's ready to exit the airport. Does that look right to you guys? In order. Okay. And we know she went back to the airport another time. This is what Daily Mail had in their thing. November 9th, 12 to 3, spotted at Tashin Books at the Grove Mall. So I guess we can put that in there. Tashin Books. Okay, so there it is right there. Tashin Books. All right. And that was spotted at Tashin Books. Actually, the first one is November 8th, landed at LAX. So I guess let's just put the numbers the same. So this would be 2. Thanks, Wendy Van Rokel. I think you were the only one that heard what I said a few minutes ago. Could not going on to New York City be related to the ex-boyfriend going to New York? Well, if they both had planned to go to New York together, but then they broke up, and I don't know how long prior they bought the tickets, but they both decided to go on their trip, and he did continue on. He didn't miss that flight. He didn't miss the connecting flight. So you'd have to I think you have to rule him out, basically. I mean, he got on that connecting flight and made it to New York. So I don't know how it could have anything to do with him. I mean, what day did he leave New York and come back? I guess is something you might ask. So landed there. LAX, that's number 1. That was on the 9:53. Here, I'll put that in there. 9:53 p.m. November 8th. Just like that. Hey, thanks so much, K-Me. This one. I'm looking at this right here. I'll make it bigger so you guys can see it. And maybe we'll open up the lines later. But if you guys could support the channel, that'd be great. Hi, freaks. Late watching Kamala's drunk video. Oh, I didn't see it. Did she get drunk? I guess I missed that one. Okay, then it says number 3 is November 9th. She returned to the airport here. So we could just put like return to the airport. I'll put another pin, same area here. That would be number 3. So 3, return to airport. Oh, that was that one funny, that spoof lady. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Jenny and the Summer Day. And Cindy Leon trying for a freak wave. Trying for a freak wave. Will other people join? We don't know. Look at that. Love Boston jumped in. Thank you so much, Jenny and the Summer Day. Then we have Freak Wave. And I think I'm going to donate some money this month again to RAIN, you guys. At the end of the month, I think I will do the RAIN again. That's violence against women, you know. We don't know for certain if there's something like that, but it looks like that. So maybe we'll donate some money to RAIN, 500, 1,000, whatever it is, to RAIN in honor, honor of her. Or what, I don't know how you would say it. Just I don't want to say in memory of, because she's, could still be out there. But RAIN's pretty sweet. I mean, they do a lot of stuff. They test backlogs of rape kits. They do, good resource for women to call, etc. Thanks, Princess Pillow and Aga Gaga. Do you just like hearing me say Aga Gaga? I'm not even saying it right, I'm sure. You're probably like, I like the way he says it, but that's not what it is. And thanks, Let It Be 77 and Princess Pillow. All right, now the next one is number 5, is November 10th at 5 p.m. Spoke to a ticket agent at LAX. So was she there, or did she, call the ticket agent? I don't know. But anyway, it's number 4. So let's go. We didn't do number 4. Number 4 is seen at an event at Nike store at Grove. So it's weird how she keeps going back and forth to the Grove. And isn't that interesting, because the Grove is associated with the name of the redwood forest, I think, right? There's this place called the Grove where it's like a redwood forest park, and I wonder, almost kind of wonder if she just sort of kept typing that in or something. I don't know. So this is November 10th. Scene, and that was at 3:40. Seen at an event at the Nike store. And that's not there, though. That's like way over here at the Grove. And the Nike store, I think, is right here. There you go. And that's 3:40. I'll get rid of that one, so that's the same. Alright, so now we have that, number 4. So it's weird that she's at this bookstore on the 9th, right here in the same place called the Grove, then goes to the airport, and on the 10th she goes right back to the Grove again. Why do you think you would do that? That's odd. LA's big. And you go to that same spot twice, And then on the 5th, not the 5th, the 10th at 5 p.m. So likely she's not back here, but she, so let's see, number 5 at 5 p.m. spoke to ticketing agent. Now, I don't know if that was by phone or what, but she literally, I'd like to know what she said to the ticketing agent, wouldn't you? Well, no, but it just gets immediately transferred, Fleur Pastel. That doesn't matter that her is 45 minutes. Those guys are quicker than they are. They immediately move the stuff off the plane and move it to the other plane. That's how it works. I'm not sure that logic doesn't really make sense there at all, actually. Let's see. So that was number 5. Now, number 6 is on November 11th at 9:02 p.m. boarded LAX Metro C line at Aviation Center Station. Let's see. Aviation, there, right there. Yeah, so right here, apparently. So this is number 6. November 11th, 9:02 p.m. boarded LAX Metro Line C. There you go. And that's number, let's put the 6 on there again. Thanks, Love Boston. Very kind, very kind. Seemed like there was something over here. I don't know. That was another area that they said. So let's just see if that's still in play. But she boarded right there at 9:02 p.m. So you know what's interesting about that is it feels like she made it back to the airport to actually speak to the ticket agent at LAX. Although, wouldn't they have more surveillance that they could release from that? But then at 9:02, she's right here, boarding Metro Line C at Aviation Center. Metro C line, I mean. So where does it go? We don't. I guess we don't know what direction she was headed. Then number 7, November 11th, changed train at Rosa Parks Station. Okay, let's see where that is. Now we can see where she's moving. Rosa Parks Station. Not sure where they got all this, but now way over here, huh? Rosa Parks Transit Center. You think that's the one they're talking about? Let's see. They have it on a map. Let me just see if that kind of looks right. Yeah, I mean, I guess kind of does look a bit like what they're showing. Oh, there's more though. Rosa Parks Station West. I think it's going to be more right here actually. So just somewhere in this area, she changed trains, or yeah, changed train right there. That's number 7. November 11th. Change train at Rosa Parks Station. All right. Well, that means she's heading away from the airport. Number 8, November 11th at 10:03, leaves Metro Pico Station. So where is that? Okay, that was the same place I've had. So it's near Crypto. So right here. That's number 8. So it's always good to have this mapped out like this. I know people hate when I do mapping, but mapping in some of these cases like this is the most important element. I know it's more entertaining to just, you know, ruminate over every single little thing, but so there you go. So I went all the way over here like this, and then took another train up to, and then you're right next to the Crypto.com arena. And then that's all. I guess that's the last time anybody's heard from her. Interestingly. That's crazy. So the way it goes, if you were going to look at it, would be like, we'll just start here. Here's one. Then she, and what day was that? Number 2 was November 9th. Let me get that in there. She went to the bookstore the next day. Where did she stay, by the way, on November 8th? to 3 p.m. Hey, thanks, Allie. Cake. As in, I'll eat cake. So then it was there, and then number 3, return to the airport. That's November 9th, though. Let's put that in there. November 9th. Alright, that's number 3. And then she seen at an event at the Nike store on the 10th. So what, did she sleep overnight at the airport again and then goes over to a Nike event on the 10th right here at 5 p.m. Or actually at, hold on. Seen at an event at the Nike store at the Grove. Then on the 5th, she spoke to a ticketing agent back at the airport. Now, was she at the airport? Because it almost feels like she was, because that's November 10th, though, isn't it? Let's see. November 10th. Right, so she was at the Nike store, then contacted a ticketing agent on the 10th. And then November 9th, like there's a 24-hour period of missing time after she spoke to that ticketing agent. Isn't that wild? And then she's right over here, as if she was at the airport again. We've heard that she went back to the airport, so that might be what that was. On the 11th at 9:02 p.m., she boarded an LAX, from the, it's from the airport, but she boarded it over here. Not a little bit down the way from the airport, not too far though. And then after that, she took took that train and then changed trains at Rosa Parks Station, like right here perhaps. Then after that, she got off that train, leaves Metro, she actually gets on here and leaves Metro Pico Station. So that means she made it here and then took off again on another train somewhere. So where the hell is that? That's crazy right there, huh? It's just so interesting having her multiple times go, like she's at the airport, and then she goes to the Grove, then back to the airport, then back to the Grove, then calls the airline ticketing agent, and then the next day, 24 hours later, she is at this Sea Line, and then just a little bit after that, let me get rid of that one. That doesn't seem to. And then November 11th, she changed trains here, but it must have been like right after that, 9:02, and then an hour later, she's already up here, right in this area. So even though she changed, so she was right there, and then to here, and then made it up to there in an hour. Hour and 1 minute. Crazy, huh? Thanks, oops. Like she could have been, well, they saw her with somebody, remember? It sounds like there's a video with her walking with somebody. And I guess that's the part that makes people nervous. If I remember right, it was like an African-American person, and, you know, it looked like she was in distress. Don't really know exactly what location that was. And we haven't seen that. They have surveillance footage of it. We just haven't seen it. And thanks everybody for helping support the channel. I appreciate it. We do a lot of great things. And in 4 days from now, we have our donation night, where at the end of the month, I take a large portion of the income and give it away to various true crime related charities, etc. So hopefully you guys want to be a part of that. Yeah, she didn't look well, the family said. So, like, I wonder if she was drugged. Alright, now we have another timeline. It's an image. But let me read this one first. This is what the family just put out. It says, the family of Hannah Kobayashi is urgently pleading with the public to maintain focus on the search for her. Hannah is still actively missing and is believed to be in imminent danger. It is crucial for everyone to remain vigilant in their efforts to locate Hannah. The Kobayashi family endured devastating tragedy today after tirelessly searching throughout Los Angeles for 13 days. Hannah's father, Ryan Kobayashi, tragically took his own life. This loss has compounded the family's suffering immeasurably. Man, it's weird. It's just weird how they even talk about the way they refer to it, like it's, you know, I don't know. What the family needs most in this difficult time is for all communities to rally around them with support, compassion, and prayers. Please be considerate with your comments and posts. The trauma they are enduring is profound, and they now face the additional burden of grieving the loss of their family's pillar and navigating next steps. We kindly ask that you respect the family's privacy during this period. Please refrain from contacting any family members, regardless of any previous connections you may have had. Your understanding and cooperation are greatly appreciated. So even if they see her, you don't want them to contact you? I mean, I'm not really sure what they're saying there. Again, it is a family wish that the public keep the focus on locating... Well, right, but what if they wanted to tell you that they saw something? If you see Hannah, please call 911 immediately. All right, so you just want them to call them. Okay. Please obtain a photograph if possible. Your prompt action is crucial. If you're able to safely keep eyes on her until law enforcement arrives, please do so. In accordance with family wishes, all information, tips, and media inquiries are to be directed via text to 619-904-0840 or email to radthemovement@gmail.com. Whatever the hell that means. So anyways, this one says, Hannah, that says, father of missing Hawaii woman dies by taking his own life. A Hawaii man was found in Los Angeles during a weekend search for his missing daughter. Authorities confirmed Monday, prompting one family member to blame online conspiracy theorists for his death. I think that's ludicrous. I think online conspiracy nut jobs are crazy and sick ass people, but I don't think that has anything to do with, it's just, I guess it depends, but, you know, we all hate the online conspiracy nut jobs, at least on this channel. Gray, how do you know they're nut jobs? Well, you can just tell by what they're typing in. Maybe one of them, like, psychotically contacted him, which a lot of them do, and started feeding him a bunch of garbage. I guess that's possible, but in general, it's just like, okay, online conspiracy theorists. Why do you even give a shit what they're saying? Oh, I mean, you know, some people have these long, drawn-out conspiracy theories. Happens in every case, you know. The Idaho 4, Brian Koberger's innocent crew, the Richard Allen innocent crew. Every case you come up with that's a big case, there's always the innocent crew because it knows it sells tickets. I mean, it's really disgusting. You know, just can't stand it. Kobayashi had flown into Los Angeles to help participate in the search for his 30-year-old daughter, Hannah, after missing a connecting flight to New York on November 8th. So it sounds like he got there like on, I mean, pretty quick, 12th-ish. In an interview with the New York Post, Hannah's aunt, well, when did he get there? So if he was there for searching for 13 days and he passed away, when was that, yesterday? So he's kind of in the same area she's in. I mean, quickly, because she was still moving about on the 11th. So the 24th. So 13th, he got there on the 11th, the same day she's driving around on the bus near the airport. And that's sort of interesting. Hey, thanks, Tina G. I mean, what's sort of interesting is this, is that, like, if he, what time on, it was 4 in the morning, wasn't it? Let me go back to that first article. I think that had that. Reported missing by her family on November 12th. Okay, so he wasn't there for 13 days. I don't know where that was. Does anybody know the exact? There was like a 4 a.m. in the morning. The body was reportedly. Oh, there it is, right there. Officers responded to a call around 4 a.m. It's found dead in parking lot. Authorities said. Found dead Sunday. Wow. So the 24th at 4 a.m. So, yeah, I mean, if he was there for 13 days, that doesn't make any sense. That means he was there on the 11th. Does that make any sense? Because she wasn't even reported missing until the 12th. So how in the hell could he be searching for 13 days? I mean, you know, 12th, he gets there on the 13th. That'd be 11, right? So, yeah, so he, on the 23rd is likely the date. Well, I mean, maybe it was really early in the morning on the 24th. You know, because people do, when you're near the airport, you can get in at any hour at the hotel. Thanks, Tina G. Appreciate it. I thought it said 13. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it did say 11. I don't know. That would make sense. I don't know. In a statement, Kobayashi's family expressed heartbreak over his death, but asked the public to remain vigilant. I don't know what article that was. I thought it said 13 days. But he was staying right there, just down the road from where she got on at 9:02 on the 11th. So he must have got there on the 13th, I would think. Yeah, where the hell is she? It's wild. Alright, let's see. I got another, that one. Let's go to this Daily Mail article. That's where that's not Daily Mail. The broken-hearted father of Hannah Kobayashi, who went missing 2 weeks ago, revealed he and his daughter had been estranged for a while before he took his life. Ryan Kobayashi, 58, was found dead after jumping from a parking garage at Los Angeles Airport at around 4 a.m. on Sunday, after his daughter, 30, was last heard from on November 11th. Kobayashi traveled to California to assist in the search for the missing woman, where he handed out Find Hannah flyers over a 13-day period. There you go. Look at it. 13-day period. That almost makes it sound like he was there on the 11th. Doesn't make any sense. But before his tragic suicide, Kobayashi had spoken to the media on behalf of his concerned family and pleaded for help from the public, though he admitted he and his daughter hadn't had contact for a while. Speaking on CNN last week, the devastated father said Hannah loved to travel. She loved photography, art, music. I wasn't too close with her growing up. We hadn't had contact for a while. I'm just trying to make up. I'm trying to get her back. That's my main focus. But you kind of gave up before you were able to see if you can get her back. You know, that's what I just don't understand about this whole thing. Although Kobayashi and his missing daughter, who he said brought joy to so many, were estranged for some period of time, Hannah's aunt, Laurie Pigeon, told Daily Mail yesterday that nothing would have stopped him joining in the search. He was estranged from his daughter, she said. They didn't have the best relationship, and he wasn't there for her growing up. But maybe that's what he feels bad about. In the end, he was there for her when it mattered. He came here when it mattered. That sucks, you know. He probably felt bad that they were estranged, you know. Who knows what the reasoning was. And then she's missing and he really wants to find her. And then after 2 weeks, he probably just kind of gave up, I guess. That sucks. Hannah Kobayashi disappeared 3 days after missing a connecting flight from her native Maui in Hawaii en route to New York City on November 8th. She had been on the same plane as her ex-boyfriend, who had booked the tickets for each of them before they broke up. But the pair did not sit together or speak during the flight. Man, I don't know if I could do that, but it has been reported. Because usually you do a trip like that because you want to do it with the person that you bought the ticket with. Not like, hey, I'm going to go anyways. It just seems... But the pair did not sit together. The boyfriend had continued the journey on to New York. But the thing is, he made his connecting flight. So he has nothing to do with anything. And is cooperating with police after a series of chilling texts about how she had undergone a spiritual awakening were sent from Hannah's phone before she vanished. Hannah was seen in security camera footage disembarking her flight at LAX at around 10 p.m. and the next day was seen at a Taschen bookstore at the Grove shopping mall where she charged her phone. So she charged her phone at that Taschen bookstore. According to her sister, Sydney Kobayashi, Hannah sent a Venmo payment to 2 people whose names the family did not recognize. See, that's interesting, right? I'd like to know what date that was. Maybe that's where they were scheduled to sit next to each other, but on the flight they didn't actually sit next to each other. Because that looked like the original booked seating. I don't know. Yeah, so the boyfriend continued on to New York. Hannah was seen in security camera footage disembarking her flight at LAX at around 10 p.m. And the next day was seen at Tashin Bookstore at the Grove shopping mall where she charged her phone. According to her sister, Sydney Kobayashi, Hannah sent a Venmo payment to 2 people whose names the family did not recognize. See, I think that's probably going to be related to something right there. We already did one, Bon Bon No More. What do you mean? We did a whole show on it the other night. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Is there a new one today, or? I didn't get a text. Oh yeah, I mean that's just all stuff we already knew. We've done 2 different. I went over the Mercedes Vega case completely from start to finish again, and then we went over. I knew about the arrest before the public knew about it because I was told by a family member, but I didn't say anything. I just wanted to go back over the case again, and then I think the next day or 2 days later, I made a community post saying that there's 4 people that are being arrested. All right. It was for tarot card readings. Are you sure about that? Where does that information come from? Like, where are you getting that where it was a tarot card? And also, if you guys could please help support the channel tonight, I'd appreciate it. We're probably like at 40% right now. Let's see. One Venmo payment was for a tarot card. Okay, that tarot card reading sounds suspicious. Yeah, maybe that's what gave her spiritual journey situation. Yeah, didn't she say something about her dad in her messages? I don't remember her saying that. I don't remember that at all. I think that's something that would have stayed in my head. The boyfriend had continued the journey on to New York. Okay, Hannah was seen on security footage. We already did that. Hannah is then believed to have spent the night at the airport where she called her aunt to tell her she was still trying to reach New York. A video was later posted on YouTube on November 10th showing Hannah at a Nike event featuring LeBron James in the same shopping mall and wearing the same clothing as the night before. An image of the event was also posted on her Instagram account, captioned with an eye emoji. And that was her. We actually have the video of that. Somewhere. Where is that? I got it right. Yeah, there it is.
Come with me to the Grove in LA for the Nike event. Bulldog was doing towards the store we go. This Apple store is absolutely nuts. The live trees and everything, the mirrored
What an amazing find, by the way, by just some random
ceilings. Probably one of the coolest places I've seen. Here's the LeBron James event.
Now look at that's her right there in that little. See right down here, in the corner.
So here's the line to get
just
in.
That little 2 seconds. Somebody picked that up. I mean, that's just crazy.
Event. So here's the line to get in. You walk down.
And she kind of just seems
the line
like
to get in. You walk down the tunnel. Here's the LeBron James event.
She kind of seems like she's by herself, just the way she's looking around. There isn't some. I mean, it's only 2 seconds, but it just feels like it.
So here's the line to get in. You walk down the tunnel. try on the new LeBron shoes. Then you get this Apple store is absolutely nuts. The live trees and everything, the mirrored ceilings, probably one of the coolest places I've seen. Here's the LeBron James event. So here's the line to get in.
Yeah, so that's that picture right there. And she took this photograph, apparently. And she wrote, "Hi, loves. I just finished a very intense spiritual awakening." Was that the tarot card? "I'm charging my phone and heading back to the airport to get to New York City. I might need some help getting there. It's a long story. I'll keep you posted. I think I still have my hotel room," but there's no emojis. Like the family says, she just writes in emojis all the time. The next time Hannah was seen was at around 5 p.m. the same day, talking to a ticket agent at LAX. So she was at the airport. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so she actually made it back to, the airport. Number 5, November 10th, 5 p.m. Let me change the wording on that. Back at airport. Oh, by the way, let me go back and save this, because if you don't save it, and you close out, it's all gone. So there you go. Her family then filed a missing persons report during what they described as uncharacteristic correspondence from Kobayashi. One of her text messages read, "Deep hackers wiped my identity, stole all of my funds, and have had me on a mind F since Friday." Her mother, Brandy Yee, also sent her a text message asking if she made it to New York. She responded simply, "Not yet." Another early morning text mentioned how she was in the midst of a spiritual awakening. The following day, on November 11th, Hannah was spotted boarding an LAX Metro C line at Aviation Century Station. She got on board at 9:02 p.m. before transferring to a different train at Rosa Parks Station. Hannah was finally seen leaving. Okay, so she got off the train there, leaving the Pico station with the unidentified person. All right, so that one. It's right here. So that's the last time she was seen, is getting off the train right here. Leaves Metro Pico station with unidentified man. Yeah, so that's just kind of the key right there. That's the moment of, like, whatever happened to her is right there. You have all these other things going on where she's going to the airport and sleeping overnight, and then it feels like something almost developed while she was there that got her into trouble. She was on her spiritual awakening, and then ran into somebody on the 11th or something, and then it just she just went with the flow, right? Like the vibe. And that person that she went with the vibe with, could be a nefarious actor. Because it feels like that person with the media coverage would have come forward already and said, "Yeah, I was the guy with her, but she got off. I dropped her off at this place," but he hasn't. That person hasn't come forward. So there's a reason that person hasn't come forward. But hey guys, we're only at 40% tonight. So if you're out there and you have the ability to help support the Grant Hughes Investigates YouTube channel, I would appreciate it. I know the times aren't the greatest, but if you're somebody out there that can afford to help support the channel, I would appreciate it. You guys are the sole income. Whenever you use terms like "they took their own life," I don't say unalived, okay? I just can't do it. I don't have the ability to stoop that low in humanity to say he unalived himself. That just is ludicrous. So because of that, there's no monetization generally after the show's over. So if you guys have the ability to during the show, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Unalived is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Hello, I just heard about this story on LA Mommies. As soon as I saw Hannah's picture, I knew that this is the same person my son and I saw on the C Line Metro Green Line on Monday, 11/11. Around 9:20 p.m. She had her luggage and she was with a male. They both got off together on Avalon exit. Where's that? Didn't we already do that? They got off together at Avalon. Changed train at Rosa Parks Station. I don't know. I'm not sure what that person's saying there. On 11/11 around 9:20, she had her luggage and she was with a male. They both got off together on Avalon exit. He was guiding her because he told her this is where we exit. We were briefly speaking to her and the male, and she did share she was from Maui during our conversation. So that really kind of confirms. My son, who's 11 years old, says it was her. He remembers her as well. We remembered her glasses and her freckles and her hair. Yeah, I mean, just the fact that she's from Maui, you know, that's really kind of, that's where you just stop right there. So this is like from an Excel spreadsheet. I don't know who created it, but it was online somewhere. Maybe we can take a look at it. It's pretty in-depth. Man, I guess nobody heard what I just said a minute ago. My God. It's unreal. We got the Hannah Midori Eve Kobayashi is 29 years old, woman from Maui. She's described as 5'10" tall, weighing 140 pounds, and has dark brown hair and light brown eyes, fair skin and freckles, and a knife tattoo on her forearm. She was expected to fly to New York to visit her aunt, attend a concert, and shoot for a photography job, but missed her connecting flight. Hannah's family is now searching for her with the help from the LAPD, FBI, and Sherry Christine Finn with the RAD movement. And then I guess up here it talks about who the different people are. We've got mother is Brandy Yee, father Ryan Kobayashi, deceased, sister Sydney, aunt Lori, uncle Jason, and then just different people in here. So it says Friday, November 8th, 2:38, Hannah leaves Kahului on American Airlines flight AA-254 wearing a bright multicolored tie-dye romper. Then at 9:54 p.m. she lands at LAX. Then at 10:03, just 9 minutes later, Hannah is seen on CCTV footage deboarding her plane at LAX. Hey, thanks trying to listen. And then 11 o'clock, which is 57 minutes later, Hannah's ex, Amun Miranda, boards American Airlines. There you go, flight AA-28. I guess a conspiracy theory would be that, like, he arranged for something, but, that's stupid, So he actually makes it onto the plane to go to JFK, and he makes it to New York. So I would wipe him completely out. You never know. I mean, he could have called somebody and had him do something when she, it just doesn't make sense. And then from 11 p.m. to 1 p.m., unknown, according to Hannah's family. Well, that's the 8th at 11 p.m. She stayed overnight at LAX. So what did she do? Sleep on the floor somewhere or what? So there's 24 hours of missing time here. Hey, thank you so much, Oddball. You're not an oddball. Come on. Then 24 hours later, Hannah was seen by employees at the Grove Tashin bookstore charging her phone. Wait a minute, it's 12 p.m. Oh no, so that's actually only... I was thinking something different there. So that means at 11 p.m. and then about 13 hours later, Hannah was seen by employees at the Grove at the Tashin, so that's just right around noon, bookstore charging her phone. And then 2 hours and 43 minutes later, Hannah takes a photo from the bookstore and sends it to her aunt. Hannah's Venmo's Veronica Almendarez with a bow and arrow emoji. Oh, who is that? Who's Veronica Almendarez? Anybody know? And then Hannah Venmo's Jonathan Taylor at Rolling something or other for a reading. That's the what do you call them? Psychic or whatever. So Hannah Venmo's Jonathan Taylor. You know what? I'm going to do something. I'm going to, off the air, or on the side, I got to look this email up here. So hold on a second. That looks like, is that an email or what is that? No, it's at Venmo. Usually these people have the same. Huh, that's such a common name. I was going to look him up on that. I have this site that I look crap up on. I can't share it though. Well, there goes my stomach. Hey, thanks, Kiki Cabana, not Coco. Did you come up with that name after I said that? That Coco Cabana is the worst song ever written in the history of mankind? Yeah, I bet you did. And by the way, put a 1 if you agree with that. I mean, give me a break. Who in the hell would ever listen to that? Come on, there's no way you couldn't. We were just talking about that. Jeez. Manilow here? Oh, you're a Fanilow? Ah, Jesus. Oh, how in the hell could you love that song? It is the worst song ever written. There's nothing, there isn't even a note, I've said, in the song that is even mildly entertaining. What do we know about the terror? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The family changed what the lady said in her post and twisted her words to add Hannah looked disassociated and lost. Then the lady posted to some movement. I don't know what that means. And I think it was, the lady posted to some movement? What? You know, Mandy's a good song, but Coco Cabana, really? Lola, she's a showgirl. I mean, give me a break. Jesus. I'm going to keep talking about that until everybody on the planet agrees. I don't care. Let's see. So this was Hannah Venmo's Taylor. Let me look this thing up on just Google. What's the deal here? At Roland WH33 LZ88. That's a John. What's this person's name? Yeah, John the Boneless on TikTok. Yeah, right here. That's this person. John the Boneless on TikTok. there you go. So that person right there is the person. Okay. That she Venmo'd. I was out eat the other day and that song came on and I thought of you. And didn't you also think, man, he's right. This thing is... Ah, man. Here, I'm going to switch over to a different window really quick and do something. Got to open something up. I've learned over the years, if you ever open something up and it's on the middle window, the trolls just they go, oh, ooh, look at that, ooh, ooh, ooh. Just sick people. They try to find every little thing to harass you with. It's good stuff. You know, like if you put your, your passwords and shit on the screen, you can be sure they'll be ready to write them down. You can be sure about that. Or you signed out of this thing? I'm trying to look this guy up on a site. Come on. Okay, now I'm in there. Hold on. So, what do you think that guy? Do you think that's his email address too? I bet it is. Hey, Zozo, why don't you see if you can find out who that person is and on your website that you go to, the one that we were just looking at, that got the Venmo. Maybe you can find that. I mean, his name is really common, though. That's the problem. Jonathan Taylor. It's pretty common. So maybe you can try to find that, but it's at Roland WH. You see that? Roland, ROLLIN WH 33 LZ 88. See if you can find that thing. I'm going to see if this is the same email. Roland WH 33 LZ 88. Let's just pretend at gmail.com. Is that something? Let's see if I get lucky. I just said what I was looking for. Right here, at Roland 33 LZ. I just found him on TikTok a minute ago. Do you see that? He's on TikTok, and this is sort of interesting. That did show up actually, if you can believe that. That I just guessed that would be a Gmail account. Well, just rewind it a little bit and you'll see it. Well, actually do that. See that on the screen right here? See that right there, Zozo? You see that? At Roland WH33LZ88. Type it into Google. It'll come up to a TikTok account of the person, and then see if you can find who that, where they are, and then get me some email addresses so I can look it up on that one website that I look it up on. Because what's interesting is I typed in Roland WH33LZ88 at gmail.com, and it actually came back with results, interestingly. I mean, that's weird, right? And it has his name. So I did find it. But if you can get me a different email address, that'd be amazing. But isn't that crazy, guys? I just typed in at Roland wh33lz88@gmail.com, and that was a legitimate email address to that person. Because they, you know what came up with? That name that we just said. That's wild, though, isn't it? Like, what are the odds that he would have had the same... And there shows, let me see where this is showing here. It has a picture on a map. Let me just see where this is. Like a map view. Let's see, Hebron. That's super chat worthy right there, isn't it, guys? Come on. We're only at 50%. Let's get moving. Hebron Parkway and Lake Point Drive. That's not going to do it. That's weird. Yes, that's way over here. Yeah, so that has it right there, believe it or not. In this building, right here is where it was on a map, so that would be Autumn of Life Home Care. And this is in Texas, Louisville, Texas. Oh, you can't see? Well, that's all right. I can't really show you what's on my screen. There you go. I think that's good. This is where he is in Texas right here. See that? And it's not even like way over here, and we're talking about something way over there. So on the map, he's way over in this area. In Dallas. Oh, you didn't get to see... I'll go back to this. That right there is Zozo. See that? At rolling WHLZ88. I said it out loud like 9 times though. But there it is. At rolling WH33LZ88. That's where she sent the Venmo to. The name is also shared. Oh yeah, there. They even have that. John the Boneless on TikTok. Okay, I went and found that myself. According to Reddit, John allegedly said later that he was unwittingly involved with Hannah through a guy she's with, a man named Bayol, who's from South Africa. Oh boy. John apparently is semi-quadriplegic and suffers from a brain injury. He shared that Bayole scammed him by hacking his Cash App and Venmo accounts and stole $1,000 from him. This has led Hannah's family to believe Hannah was Venmoing Bayol and not John. Huh. Well, that's weird. There you go. So sort of weird that the other guy lived in Texas. So that kind of makes sense. But who's Bayol? That's probably not his real name. Thanks, Charlotte Denny. I guess you were the only one that thought so. But isn't it interesting that that one... Not sure. 33LZ88. According to... Allegedly said later that he was unwittingly involved with Hannah through a guy... But what do you mean involved with? Through a guy she was with, a man named Bayol, who's from South Africa. John apparently is semi-quadriplegic and suffers from a brain injury. He shared that Bayol scammed him by hacking his Cash App and Venmo accounts and stole $1,000 from him. This has led Hannah's family to believe Hannah was Venmoing Bayol and not John. I mean, he would still have access to it unless when he hacked it he changed the password. And maybe he did that so that it would be hard to track. But I mean, the person Bayol probably absolutely isn't named that. According to Hannah's family, she was spotted again at LAX that evening. So for some reason, she Venmos yeah, so that's weird because that's before the guy got involved, though. So I don't know how that worked out. You know, this Bayol situation is before we hear about there being a person with her. I mean, is that a common name? Bayol? Somebody, they're talking about it on Reddit. Bayol. Let's welcome our new members. Prophet Aid Olabanya is in Northampton, England. It's very sad that those who did not share out... I'm not sure what this is. Oh yeah, so some guy named Palumi Bayol, part of Nia Psychic's reading group for all paid readings and free readings. And one of the let's welcome our new members. And then somebody's name is Palumi Bayol, but I don't know if that's the person. Thank you, Michelle Wood and Shamo. And I'm looking at this thing over here on Reddit. All right. And then Bayol Polemi, interesting. He blocked his, so this is what we're looking at here is right here. It says he blocked his profile there. Wonder how they found that guy. That's pretty good. Interesting. So that might be the guy that she was communicating. So maybe that is his real name. Yeah, reading for Hannah because... Why would he pay for it, though? Why would he even want to pay? How would they even know the answer to that, Real Plant Diaries? I'm not sure if this is legitimate, but I saw on another channel, well, I'm not sure why you're watching them, but that John Taylor paid the reading for Hannah because she didn't have cash. Hey, thanks, Cindy J. Thanks, Princess Pillow. Love watching Gray. Actively investigate old school. Yeah, we used to do that all the time. Then it says, I mean, but I'm using these other things that I'm more like I collate the stuff and put it together, you know. So I don't know what to make of. Right, but why would he want to pay for a reading? What, I mean, was it a scam where the guy doing the reading says, "Hey, give all your money to this you know, what's his name? To Bayol." I mean, what's the point of that? Why would this guy use his own cash on it? Guess what? Kit Boga? Not sure what that means. Then, let's see. According to Hannah's family, she was spotted again at LAX that evening. According to Aaron on TikTok, Hannah attended a Christina Ricci's signing event for Cat Full of Spiders tarot deck and guidebook. Where? Where is that? According to Aaron on TikTok, Hannah attended Christina Ricci's signing event For a cat full of spiders tarot deck and guidebook. So she went to that at 12 noon on the 10th. Guess we don't have that in the... For a cat full of spiders. Where is that though? Is that a place? Cat full of spiders. Ah. Attended a Christina Ricci signing event. I guess I'd have to go out to the actual website to get those links. Hold on a second. I have the link somewhere else. Hey, Kelly the Wise Lady. Because the reading only took cash and Hannah had only Venmo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Welcome. I don't think the father talking about Hannah in past tense means anything. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, everybody watching tonight, let's listen to this for a minute. When people use past tense, it means absolutely nothing. But all the super sleuthy people, if they did use past tense, and they are involved later, say, ooh, look, they use past tense. But people use past tense and they're not involved and use it all the time. It just allows people to pretend that they're super sleuthy later. And they say, oh, they use past tense, so therefore they knew that they were dead. No, they didn't. Okay, people just talk like that. After somebody's missing for a little bit and you haven't seen them, you talk like that because your mind sometimes resolves to that they're gone, they're not around. So people talk like that. I hope everybody understands that. What do you mean, Barnes & Noble? What are you guys talking about? Barnes & Noble, small bookstore, what do you guys mean? It's not bad grammar, 1, 2, 3, Rockchild. It just means that that's what they said. It has nothing to do with being bad grammar or anything. Yeah, so who cares if Chris Watts said it? It's so stupid. Chris Watts said it, so everybody's an expert because he used past tense. Chris Watts is actually banned. We don't talk about Chris Watts on this channel because it was the most ludicrous case that lasted about a minute. The guy confessed and everybody covered it because it was popular. So they kept covering it and covering it and covering it and finding out nothing. You know, it was just pure insanity. Okay, so it was at Barnes & Noble. Okay. Where? Which one? Okay, I bet you it's right here then, in the Grove, right? Barnes & Noble at the Grove. Okay. And that makes sense. She likes going here. So she was back there, yeah, on the 10th at noon. So I guess we could say November 10th, 12 p.m. at Christina Ricci signing, Barnes & Noble. Right? Right. Oh yeah, let's see that. This is the... So which one is this, Zozo, that picture you're sending me? Oh, I don't know. That doesn't look like her. I mean, that doesn't even look like the bag, even. I mean, it's the same color, but I don't remember seeing any of these little stripes on it like that. Let's see. Let me try to find it. What is it? Large. So people think that's her bag. I don't know. Do you ever see the stripes on it? The color looks the same. I don't know. I don't know. Thanks, Raw Time Now. On the flight like she hoped. You think she wanted to go on that flight to hope? She probably broke up with him, don't you think? Oh, I guess there's more pictures. Can you get me the original picture, Zozo? Like, on that page, click on the picture and then save it so it's bigger. It's hard to see it like that. I mean, the luggage is the same color. That's about it. Yeah, that looks like that's at the Grove. Here, this is the original document. I'm not sure where this came from, but let's see this Aaron on TikTok. Who's this person? Okay, that's private. Forget it. Hannah attended a Christina Ricci event. Oh, there it is. Barnes and Nobles. Okay, there you go. I hadn't got there yet. Okay, and then 3:40 p.m. Hannah was seen on Instagram video near the LeBron event. We got that one. Hannah posted a photo at the Grove on Instagram with the caption, "Are they whiter yet?" What's that mean? But a day later, the post caption was changed to like some other thing. What is that? And at 11:16, the post caption was changed to just an I. However, the two final changes might just be according to the device it's being viewed on. And then on the 11th at 12:29, Hannah texts her aunt in New York, "Hi loves, just finished a very intense spiritual awakening." Is that what the tarot card reader, the fake tarot card reader told her to do something specific and she went and did that and that was the spiritual awakening? "I'm changing my phone and heading back to the airport to get to New York City. I might need some help getting there. It's a long story." So that, if that's not her, then maybe that's somebody trying to get money sent. "I'll keep you posted. I think I still have my hotel room, but let's see, must see Tycho and you. I'm going to see what I can do. Love you. Sorry for a craziness. I was definitely intercepted." Let's see. "Was definitely intercepted. Hotel room is still active." I think this is them writing here. Like the person who made this document. "Sorry for the craziness." I don't know. Actually, I don't know. "Was definitely intercepted. Oh, hotel room is still active. No, I guess it is. Feel free, that's her. Feel free to come meet me. But I understand if you can't, I'll keep you posted. Hopefully I can get away there with some reservation issue. Get there with my reservation issue. I might need some help getting there. So it's a long story. I'll keep you posted. I think I still have my hotel room. Must see Tycho and you. I'm going to see. These are probably just like different messages. I'm going to see what I can do. Love you. Sorry for the craziness. Was definitely intercepted. I don't know what that means. Hotel room is still active. Feel free to come meet me, but I understand if you can't. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully I can get away there with my reservation issues. I think she had a hotel in New York. That's where her hotel was. The Sun reports that Hannah's aunt, Laurie, said she spoke to Hannah, and that's when we were like, Hannah, that is, what is going on? Are you okay? What's happening? Then we spoke on the phone. She sounded paranoid. I said, are you with people? She said, yes. But it was vague. Hey, thanks, Belinda H. Appreciate the support. Then we spoke on, let's see, the Sun. This is Monday the 11th. The Sun reports that Hannah's aunt, Laurie, said she spoke to Hannah, and that's when we were like, Hannah, what is going on? Are you okay? What's happening? Then we spoke on the phone. So she did speak to her. She sounded paranoid. So remember that one part in those messages? I need to speak to you? So they probably did. Hey, we know, Cindy. Can we just... You always do that. You type in exactly the same thing I just read. Then he spoke on the phone. She sounded paranoid. I said, are you with people? She said, yes, but it was vague. I said, do you feel safe? She said, I think so. Oh, boy. She said she was going back to LAX. So she did go there. So that's interesting. Let's go back to that map part. So down here, she gets back November 10th at 5 p.m. is back at the airport. So then, this is just before that. The Sun reports Hannah and Aunt Lori. She spoke to Hannah, and that's when we were like, Hannah, and then right then I said, do you feel safe? She said she was going back to LAX, so that means before that. So, you know, she's there at 5 o'clock to talk to the ticket agent. Right. Well, I wondered about if she called, that the aunt talked to her, because remember in those text messages, the aunt says, call me or something, you know, and then we don't see, you know, obviously if they talked, we don't get to hear that, but then they continue texting again. Hannah's seen, let me just go back to this part here. The Sun reports that Hannah's Aunt Laurie said she spoke to Hannah, and that's when we were like, Hannah, what is going on? Are you okay? What's happening? Then we spoke on the phone. So they were texting, then they spoke on the phone. She sounded paranoid. I said, are you with people? She said yes, but it was vague. I said, do you feel safe? She said, I think so. She said she was going back to LAX to see if she could reschedule her flight. That's exactly what she did at 5 o'clock. And talked to American Airlines. She said, I love you. I said, I love you too. Hannah is seen on footage retrieving her purple roller luggage from the downstairs baggage claim at LAX. Well, what do you mean? She just left it there? Or was that where she would store it on a daily basis? I don't really understand that. Why are you getting your baggage on the 11th when you arrived on the 8th? You just let it sit there? Because, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get that at all. Does anybody get that? That doesn't make any sense. Hannah is seen on footage retrieving her purple roller luggage from the downstairs baggage claim. Can you just let it sit there for days or what? But again, she's seen getting her luggage. I guess that's what we're looking at in that one picture. Why would it come back from New York? That doesn't make any sense. It appears the luggage has a checked bag tag on it. It is believed that Hannah's bag initially made it to JFK on her connecting flight. Oh, I guess it was. Later returned to LA. You just read ahead. Jeez. Let's see. Her luggage would have been... Why would it be sent back by New York? Because it wasn't picked up there? Is that how it is naturally? Because she didn't grab it at the New York turnstile? And then how did she know that, though? I mean, I don't think most people even realize that. Are you kidding me? So she goes there and picks up her luggage? So for 3 days, she's had nothing with her other than what was in her backpack. Hey, you guys, we're currently only at 60% of the goal tonight, so if you'd like to help support the channel, I would appreciate it. It allows me to keep doing these shows, and we do a lot of good stuff with it on the side, too. We have a scholarship fund with $6,000 a year that we give out, a DNA fund that we identify Jane and John Does with, and it all happens because of the generosity of the people watching the channel. However, it's difficult when people watching the channel aren't supporting the channel. And then it's not something that can be done. It's just the way it is. I don't know what else to tell you. She had they don't just automatically send it back. So she got on. Why would she do that, though? Why wouldn't she just get on a plane and catch up with her luggage? Why would she have her luggage sent back to her there? So that, because isn't it weird that she had it sent back to her, and then she's going to get on another plane. At 5 o'clock, she starts organizing to get on the plane again. I don't know, man. That sounds weird. What do you mean she's trying to stay in LA? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think she went there and there was somebody in LA she was going to meet. Don't know. But yeah, you could be right. I mean that's the thought that's in my... That's why I'm saying, why would she do that? But why would she try to make plans to go to New York at 5 o'clock while simultaneously, just prior to that, getting her luggage back? Yeah, I don't know, Alley Cake. It seems like a tough job these days to get this support, but it's wild. What do you mean her job? I mean, she was just going to get some photographs. It wasn't was it a paid gig? It seems like it was just, she was just going there to take some photographs of maybe a modeling situation. I don't know if it was a paid gig, you know. Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense. At 5 o'clock, she told her aunt that she was trying to figure out how to get to New York. So if she really wanted to stay there, then why did she have her luggage? Why would she do that, I guess? Hannah is seen at LAX at 5 p.m. and speaks to an American Airlines ticketing agent upstairs in Terminal 5. Then at 5 p.m., Hannah is seen at... that's the 5 p.m. Then sent from Hannah's friend via the app Signal to see... we see a text to Hannah at 5:13 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3:13 p.m. Hawaii time. Okay, love. Then at 5:26 p.m. Love you. Keep me updated, please. Then Hannah replies to her friend at 5:54 Pacific Standard Time, Matrix style. I'm safe. Love you. Don't worry. For the good of all, I will keep you posted. Promise. Call you soon, she said at 5:54. Then at 5:48, Hannah texts her friend, roommate via the app Signal. At 5:48, I got hacked. Stripped of my identity. I can't fly. Some weird shit, babe. I can't go to the police. I got tricked pretty much into giving away all my funds for someone I thought I loved. I've been on the streets. I just know I need something in the redwoods. It's been really scary. I have a little money left. I want to just get a bus or whatever straight to the redwoods. Gonna look for work, but I haven't slept well for days. Please keep this to yourself for now and be discreet. I'm at LAX. I might go to the homeless shelter. I literally can't go home, love. I have my ID and my passport. It's a really long story, hon. I have stuff of value. I just need to rest and I'll think better. But it's very complicated. Matrix underworld shit, girl. This is way beyond me. I was not catfish. No, we met. Which means she was catfish. She was catfish, and then she met the person, but they weren't who they said they were. You know, basically what she's saying is, yes, I was catfish, but we met. Because she didn't say, her excuse was, I was not catfish, she said. And then she said, no, we met. Like, did you meet this person? Like she's saying, I was not catfish, and the reason is because they met, right? That's garbage. That's not just because you met the person. That would be like in the Delphi case, if Keegan Kline had shown up and they asked Libby, hey, were you catfished? And she says, no, because I met Keegan Kline. I mean, well, no, you were, that's not Anthony Schatz, right? It's a really long story, hon. I have stuff of value. I just need to rest. And I'll think better. But it's very complicated. Matrix underworld shit. This is way beyond me. I was not catfish. No, we met. I can't explain all of it. Just please be open with me with this, please. Deep hackers wiped my identity, stole all my funds, and have me in a mind F since Friday. I'm just really scared, love, and the redwoods is calling me, and I know I'm meant to be here. I'm being guided there, like you have before. Like she's saying, hey, I'm just doing what you've done. You went on a walkabout. I risk my freedom if this goes wrong. I'm not sure what that means. I risk my freedom if this goes wrong. Like she's doing something illegal. Right? Doesn't that sound like that? Or she might be trapped by somebody, meaning like literally trafficked. She's trapped. I risk my freedom if this goes wrong for me. Right? So it's either she's doing something illegal or she fears she's going to be trafficked and she'll lack her freedom. Yeah, maybe she's just paranoid. See, I think my original thought when I was doing this case is she's having a mental break. When you start talking about Matrix and, deep hacking, a lot of people that are having mental breaks, they always start talking about being hacked and all this kind of stuff, and it's almost never reality. But I gotta go use the restroom. I'll be back here in a minute. All right. You guys want to listen to... Let me play that other music. What was that other one that we had? It was something I used to play, but I don't have it. No, not that one. That's for damn sure. I don't know. They're coming to take me away, huh? Maybe it's this one. There we go. Yeah, that was sweet. Remember that one? No Cabana. No way, man. Isn't that a beautiful song, you guys? Gotta love that song, huh? Oh, hold on. Forgot to flush the toilet. There you go, there you go. Hey, thanks, Sandy Shirley. Man, having a tough night again. We're only about 65% of the nightly goal. Alright, so we're at the... where are we at here? Yeah, so it's 7 o'clock. Hannah's phone last location was noted at LAX near the International's terminal. So isn't that right over here? Let's see. LAX International Terminal. So maybe that's this one. There it is. Tom Bradley International. So that is on, let's do it. What does that say? It's on That was at 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. Actually, it's November 11th. 7 p.m. International Terminal. All right. There we go. There wasn't two Venmos. The other one wasn't a Venmo. The second one was the Venmo too. I mean, there was two Venmos, but they weren't two tarot card reading. The second one was the tarot card guy. I mean, there were two Venmos, not two tarot card readings. That's just like Portland. They have the exact same thing. You drive in, just like that. I think our airport's one of the best there is. I mean, it's so easy to get in and out. It's amazing. Got to give credit for that. Other than that, it sucks. All right. So the 7 p.m. Hannah's phone, his last location is right there. So that means that. So the person that she was with, or maybe there's a way to get on a train right there. I guess we could take a look. God, that looks exactly like Portland. That's crazy. Jesus. Yeah, so maybe there's a way to get on a train. I mean, what's she doing out here? And then Hannah leaves LAX and boards. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so she really was here. So she must went down. There's the Tom Bradley International Parking. There must be a way to get to one of the trains just off of there somehow. You know, like right down here maybe. Or maybe, but her last phone pinged right there at the far end of the airport. And maybe there's a way to get on a train somewhere around there. And at 9:04, Hannah leaves LAX and boards the Sea Line Metro Aviation LAX. She's seen with her suitcase riding with an unidentified African American male who had a bike on the Metro with him. So maybe that's the guy, right? That name that we were giving him a little bit ago. Bayol. So that's right. She was seen right here. It sounds like getting aboard a train. So it's kind of a little bit of a walk, you know, from all the way from that end. Let's see how far that. Yeah, it's almost 2 miles. I mean, is that really something you would do, I guess? Maybe she took another train to get to there that we're not aware of. I don't think you're going to walk. That's a 40-minute walk doing that. 35. Then Hannah leaves LAX and boards the Sea Line at Hawthorne and Lenox. So I think I have that correct. Let's make sure. Hawthorne and Len. Where is that? Green Line Metro Aviation. She is seen with the suitcase riding unidentified African American. 9:12. I'm trying to figure out where I just read the Hawthorne and Lenox part. She's seen with her suitcase riding with an unidentified African American male who had a bike on the Metro with him. Pearl Lachanga, an 11-year-old son Oh, Pearl Lachanga and her 11-year-old son board the sea line at Hawthorne and Lenox. Okay. Just want to make sure I got the right pin. I don't know. That's a different spot. Lenox goes right there. But what's this one here? So this is Century Boulevard. Okay, let me see. Maybe it continues. The AA man offers Pearl, I guess the guy that they're trying to figure out who he is, offers Pearl's son his seat. They all ride the sea line together, having verbal discussion for the next 4 stops. Huh. Is there even a line at that location? Lenox and Hawthorne? Let's see. I don't think this is correct. Yeah, that's not correct information in there. Sea line at Hawthorne and Lenox. That's definitely not the correct information. I think this makes more sense right there. And then discusses for the next. Okay, I'll put this back up on the screen. So Pearl Lachanga and her 11-year-old son board the sea line at Hawthorne and Lenox. That's not accurate. The AA man offers Pearl's son his seat. They all ride the sea line together, having verbal discussions for the next 4 stops, at which the witness reports Hannah was quiet, stated she was from Maui, and appeared tired. So that's got to be her. I mean, the odds of that not being her are really remote. Hannah and the man were seen getting off the Avalon metro station at 9:22. So at the Avalon metro station. Let's see where that is. No. Okay. We do have that right there, but so maybe that's the one right here. What'd they put on there? Change train. Okay, so we have a time now. This is nine. Was it 22? Alright guys, I'll try again on here. If you have the ability to help support the channel, we're currently still not even at the normal basic goal for the night with almost 600 people watching. So if you have the ability to help support the channel, I would appreciate it. We can't make the support grow on, just show up out of the thin air. So if you guys have the ability to pretend I'm a Starbucks coffee maker or something like that. Alright, so if you can, thank you very much. Alright, so that was 9:22, that one. We didn't know what time that was earlier. And then Hannah and the man are seen transferring trains at the Rosa Parks station and boarding the blue line. Okay. Rosa Parks train station. Now, so right there. Oh, yeah, and then they probably went that direction. And that would make sense. That brings you over into the town. See, that brings you up here. All right. Hannah and the man are seen transferring trains at the Rosa Parks station and boarding the blue line. Then at 10:03, Hannah and the man are seen in video footage departing the Blue Line at the Pico metro station near the Crypto Arena. We got that. Then at 10:50, Hannah is seen, okay, this is new here, is seen on surveillance cameras with an unidentified person. So another like 47 minutes later, around Pico Boulevard and Hill Street. Okay. Wow, way over there, huh? Wow, so she got off over there and then she's seen here. I think that's the last known location then, right? That's at 10:50. This is also on November 11th. 10:50 p.m. Pico and Hill. In the footage, it is evident that Hannah does not appear to be in good condition. This is the last confirmed sighting of Hannah. Hannah's family filed... Man, I wonder if she was... That's new for me. I haven't had that yet. So she's last seen right there. And she doesn't look like she's doing well. So perhaps she was given something at some point. Doesn't look like the greatest part of town there. They didn't say if it was... I think it's probably the same person. Does not appear to be in good condition. This is the last confirmed sighting of Hannah. Hannah's family files a missing person report with Los Angeles Police Department on the 12th, the next day. Then on the 15th, Hannah's family files a report with the FBI and the Los Angeles International Airport Police Department. Hannah's family on the 18th reports that the FBI has joined the search for Hannah. Then on the 21st at 3 p.m., Hannah's family holds a rally at the Crypto Arena. Let's see, this one investigator concludes that he believes it is be a voluntary runaway and defends his beliefs. Let's see what he's saying here. Alright, so this guy, that guy, Jesus. Why does anybody give a shit what SF Investigates says? That's like the last person in the world. It might be true, but he's the last person on the planet you'd ever want to listen to. Okay, I'm just telling you the truth. That guy, he comes up with the most ludicrous shit I've ever heard in my life. He just insinuates himself every time there's a case, and is like, remember on the I forgot her name all of a sudden. The girl that went, her car went off into the lake and it sunk. I'm not sure why it's not. It's just right on the tip of my tongue. But like, he just had it all off on there, and he just kept telling people all this garbage, and people believed it. Yeah, Kylie Rodney. Yeah, there you go. But what do I need to do tonight, guys? Do I need to dance a jig or something? I just want to try to get to the goal tonight. We are absolutely struggling yet again. So if you have the ability to support the channel, that'd be great. That's what we rely on a nightly basis. I would appreciate it. Do we have a video of her not doing well? Well, they do, but we haven't been able to see it yet. Yeah, Kylie Rodney. That SF Investigates guy is just totally... I mean, that's the last person in the world you want to quote. And it might even be true. That's what I'm saying. Like I said that at the beginning, too. I think she went away to the Redwood Forest or something. And... it's possible, but now it gets more nefarious when you start adding other people to it, and these Venmos and so forth. Yeah. Let's just see what he says in here. All right. I'm getting messages from family of Hannah Kobayashi claiming I'm saying that I'm related to the family, and see that he's already doing the drama shit. Forget it. Not for me though, Jenna. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. For blue. Yeah, today was my worst day so far. Because I was alone at home. And my wife wasn't around. It's just like... That was just terrible. Man. Hannah's sister and family mentioned citing multiple contradictions, limiting comments, post, lack of... Public begins questioning, doubting Hannah's sister and family intentions, citing multiple contradictions, limiting comments, posts, lack of law enforcement, FBI involvement. Public trust continues falling. I mean, the family could just be simply doing what they're asked to do by the FBI and law enforcement. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was thinking about with the pets and everything. It's like, you can't ask them questions. You know, like, hey, are you feeling good enough? Do you still want to hang in there? You know, so it's up to us to decide. And I don't know. I just over time, if I think back and I look at how he was just 4 months ago, and then how he was 2 nights ago, it was just night and day. And so he just wasn't really. He'd still eat and stuff, but it wasn't good. He'd throw up a lot of times. Right. If they could get into her computer at home or something. Right. Anyways, so we're at, I guess that's where we're at there. Let's go through those, these again. I think it was like this one is, let me sort by name and then it'll be better. So these are those messages. It says, I got hacked. Hacked by who? I was stripped of my identity. I can't fly. Wait, what? How did you get to LA from Maui? Some weird shit, babe. Explain. So I can try to help. I can't go to the police. Explain it to me so that I can try to be of help to you. I got tricked pretty much into giving away all my funds for someone I thought I loved. I've been on the streets, she said. I just know I need to, go to the redwood forest, I guess. The redwoods. It's been really scary. Hold on, I'm going to call you. Now that might be when that call was made. As a matter of fact, that looks right. 3:51, that's before 5. So they talked, and then they just talked for a moment, though. Sounds like. Hey, thanks so much, Charlotte Denny, with the lemon face. I like those little lemon characters. I don't know why. Why does everyone think she's on drugs? I don't know. Yeah, the one thing I don't like is when other people tell you, hey, great, it's time to put your dog, let me be the one. And anybody, like I would never tell anybody else. Like if their dog wasn't doing well and I say, hey man, it's time. That's just something you don't tell other people. So I know you have good intentions, people out there, but it's just really none of your business to tell somebody when it's time to put their own pet to sleep. I guess if it was like completely paralyzed and, I'm just saying, I don't know. I just leave it up to the person that owns the dog. It's hard. The word owning dog sounds weird, so for me it's just sort of like this They're just another family member, man. I spent so much money on Blue and his health care. It's just unreal, you know? And so that's just what it is, right? They're just like a family member. There's no insurance really that really works at all. So yeah, it sucked. Hugs back, Strawberry Rain. Yeah, but they already they totally agreed when I brought him in, you know. Like they actually check. You know, when you're talking about kidney failure and heart failure, and you had to give him medications to keep him regulated, and he wouldn't take the medicine. You know, he didn't eat half the time. Even if you gave him bacon, he'd look at it and go, screw that. You know, and it's like, you know, so he wasn't even able to take his medicine. So that's one of the things too. It's like, hey, just listen, you need to take the medicine because it'll make you feel better, and then you'll be able to eat the others. You know, but they can't listen. So. What do you mean in blue painting is strange? I don't know what that means. Crumple. I have a little left. I want it. So she didn't. You have any money? She was asked. I have a little left. By the way, how do they have Hannah's side of this? Wouldn't you need her phone to get that? How do they have Hannah's side of this conversation? Anybody know the answer to that? That's a little odd, isn't it? I have a little left. I want to just get a bus or whatever straight to the Redwoods. Anybody? Yeah, let me. Somebody answer that for me. How are they getting this screenshot of Hannah's phone's conversation if they don't even have her phone? Yeah, I think it might be the catfishing person. I know. We know, Cindy. We know that they texted their aunt, but the screenshots are from her phone. Oh, it says okay, but then on the left, it's the white side. It's bigger, right? Okay, all right. All right, so that's the person she's talking to. Okay. Yeah, I guess it would do that. Why would it tell you your own name? Where did they find her phone? Hallucinogenic recipe. I never heard anything about them finding her phone. Yeah, it'd be kind of weird to have your own name on your own conversation. Yeah, I know who my name is. So I guess it would put the name of the person you're talking to. But I thought the one on the left is the who owns the phone. Yeah, they didn't find her phone. So it says, hold on, I'm going to call you. Let me see who I can reach out to in the LA area. You have no money? I have a little left. I want to just get a bus or whatever straight to the Redwoods. Gonna look for work. But I haven't slept well for days. So this is on the 11th, this stuff. Please keep this to yourself for now and be discreet. See, that sounds like somebody else telling her to not say much, but they're trying to appease her because that is somebody that Hannah was supposed to meet with. So you're trying to keep her quiet and not be alarmed to start getting a hold of other people. See, that's a little interesting, right? Like, why would you say that? Please keep this to yourself for now and be discreet. I bet that's not something she would say. Yeah, don't talk to anybody about this. So, hey, Ann, everything's fine. Just don't tell anybody else. I'm at LAX. That's at 3:58. Then at 5, she talks to the ticket person. Let's see. I might go to a homeless shelter, it says. Hold on. Let's see. But LAX, and then, yeah, girl, just stay there for a bit. I might go to a homeless shelter, she said. I mean, really? Why would you say that? Are you trying to see that again? You know what that sounds like? No, don't go to a homeless shelter. Let me send you some money. They're hoping for the reply to be. This one says, I might go to homeless. You should go back to Maui. I literally can't, love. You shouldn't be spending money to continue traveling. You have a home and you need to go back to it. And then she said, I mean, when Hannah said, I literally can't, love, her next, it actually goes, yes, you can. You shouldn't be spending money to continue traveling. You have a home and you need to go back to it. Where's your ID? I have it and my passport. Well, then a minute ago you said that you don't have any of your information. So she completely changed that. Go buy a plane ticket to Maui. It's a long story. So this is still before she talked to the ticket agent. 401. I can't help it if I don't know what's going on. If you have ID, you can buy a ticket. Go to the counter at Hawaiian Airlines. It says, I have stuff of value. I'm not sure how that got brought up. We're missing something. I have stuff of value here. Maybe it means that she can sell it or what? You can go to the police, to the DMV. There are resources. I just need to rest, and I'll think better. Yeah, I'm really confused. But it's very complicated. Did you get catfished? Matrix underworld shit, girl. This is way beyond me. Did you get catfished by some dude you were talking to on the internet? No, we met. See, that means she's saying it's not catfished because they met, and so then it's sort of like, yeah, that wasn't on the internet because we met. So what it means is there is somebody. So it says, no, we met. That means there is a person, and that means they met in Los Angeles, and that's probably the person that we are talking about, the anonymous person. Right? So she says, no, we met. Meaning, to me, that answer isn't saying that she wasn't catfished. Well, actually, what you could look at it like this is, did you get catfished by some dude you were talking to on the internet? No, I was catfished by somebody I met. Doesn't that sound like exactly what she's saying there? Did you get catfished by some dude you were talking to on the internet? No, I was catfished by somebody that I met. I can't explain all of it. Just please be open with this, please. If you can't explain it, then... this is way beyond me. Did you get... Okay, and that says, if you can't explain it, all of it, just please be open. If you can't explain it, then how can I trust you if you can't tell me the whole story? I'm talking to a couple people in LA, but I need to know what's going on. Deep hackers wiped my identity, stole all of my funds, and have had me on a mind F since Friday. They can't wipe your identity. Is that what they told you? I'm just really scared, love, and the Redwoods are calling me. And no, I meant to be there. I'm just really scared, love. And the Redwoods are calling me, probably. And no, I meant to, and I know I meant to be there. It's really shitty grammar. I'm being guided there, like you have before. I wonder if she's on a psychedelic of some kind. I risk my freedom if this goes wrong for me, hon. You know, she like a mental break, or she's on a psychedelic drug of some kind. I don't know why she's not asking. Like, who's the person that you met? Because when he says, no, we met, that means you met somebody. Wasn't there a follow-up? Like, well, who is that person? You know what I mean? Alright, you guys, we're still only about 75% of the nightly goal. Not sure what to say to help try to get the support up tonight, but that's what I'm attempting to do right now. So if you have the ability to, we only have 4 days left of this month, and I'd like to keep the ball rolling. The aunt said she would have used the term love, or yeah, it doesn't sound right. Like that love guy, I wonder if they're from like different. That sounds like something they would say in like in England or something. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think she sounds normal to you because it was written, but the family says it doesn't sound like her. She doesn't use those terms, and she's a big emoji user. I don't think so, Kyle. Yeah. There was one of the Redwood places had the same name as this. What's the name of this center here again that they were that she went up to? Here, what's the name of this place? The Grove, right? Yeah, so there's like this right over here, Grove of Coast Redwoods. You know, I'm not sure what that is, but there's this one here, Redwood Grove. You know, was she heading there? Maybe she was trying to go to the Redwood Grove. She wanted to go to the Redwoods, to the Grove, and then she kept going there, but she's like on something, so she was like, what's going on? You know? I don't know. I'm just throwing out something, but she wanted to see the Redwoods, and there's a Grove Redwoods. I've already looked at all of them, the Redwoods. That's not what I'm correlating here. She's at the Grove. Yeah. Yeah, well, she's at the Grove here, and then she wanted to go to the Redwoods, so there's this place called Grove Redwoods. You know, is that what, right here? It's a Redwood Grove. I don't know, you know. It's not that far away, it's kind of just right over here. Yeah, well, the underworld stuff, like Lose Her Freedom, I think, is about, you know, maybe she thought she was going to be trafficked if things go wrong. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with Redwood Forest, Kyle. Because she has a history. Why do you think that, Blue Painting? Why do you think that? I mean, I know that there's people that are suspicious of the family's behavior, but why would they get the FBI involved? That'd be so stupid. You're trying to exploit the situation for money, but you call the FBI, who's going to find out that you're exploiting. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I don't buy that. Yeah, well, it's pretty expensive out there. Well, I know, but that's just your opinion, Blue Painting. Then don't put it out there unless you have some evidence showing that she's an addict. Okay? We don't do that over here. Okay? So if you make any more comments like that, I'm going to have to time you out. Okay? Oh, I think she's an addict. That's just my opinion. Well, from what? Who's ever told you she was an addict? Is there anything out there that says that? Man, you guys are the ones that are just like, Jesus. Just make the whole true crime genre a pile of crap. Whoever is writing these texts knows an awful lot about her. She loves redwoods and been there before. Yeah, well. According to her Instagram, she wants to the redwoods in North California as a few years ago. Right. Well, those are the original ones. You know, the actual redwood forest. You know, it's up here. It's way up there, by. I think it was, yeah, way over here. I mean, like almost into Oregon, right there. The redwood forest. Look at that, you guys. I had to send my own super chat in. My God, I've never seen a night like this before. Unreal. But if they say it doesn't sound like her, probably not her then. Probably. Let's see, was she ever spotted in the redwoods or even outside? I don't think so. Something that could explain it. Well, she's mentally ill or drugs. Any case. Yeah. Well, for me it sounds like she's... yeah, well, I'm not sure what's going on in here tonight, Amber. It's bizarre, you know. Bizarre, bizarro, bizarro, bizarro. Let's see. I don't really know what else to say, you guys. I mean, I think she's kind of has like a... She does seem like... I have a friend that she got similar to this. She was definitely... I'm not sure what you call it, like psychotic or something, but kept talking about like this conspiracy, you know, government stuff in the background, Matrix, and she just totally lost her mind. So she writes almost identical. Yeah, if she's just out there hanging out and her dad took his life, she's gonna always blame herself, and she should. Yeah. What news is this? What does that mean, Ethan? Hey, thanks, Boo. Wow, somebody thought of me tonight. Again, after about the hour. Thank you very much. I bet Hannah is still in the LA area. Yeah, but let me do some polls here. How about this? If you guys want to help support the channel, that'd be great. But I'm going to go ahead and do the... maybe we'll try to do a Skype. And you guys can call in with your ideas, unless it's the crazy shit that other person was saying a minute ago. All right, here we go. Yeah, don't call in with stuff that you have no information backing it up at all. So you can, these text messages that were sent, you can definitely, come up with some thoughts on it. I don't think so. I don't think that's her. It's too hard to see. It's the same color suitcase, but, we have one that's that color. I did, Ethan. I did. I covered it. You seem kind of confused. Let's see if she could have gotten a refund. You mean an actual shooting? No, I didn't do that. Who cares? What's it got to do with anything? Yeah, you can speculate, but speculate on information that's been given, not just some invented thought. A lot of people do that. They just go, I think that she was heading off to Turkey. Well, how come? I don't know, just a feeling. Forget it. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, we always speculate on here, but we speculate using the facts of the case. That's what we do. Like if you fill a box with facts and then you speculate using that information. This isn't where it's just people say whatever the hell they want to say, and we try to actually figure out what's going on in cases. But we are 51 short of the goal tonight. Her father died and she hasn't been seen, so it doesn't look good. Right. If the family wants here to be found, then they need to release all photos and videos. Well, maybe. Maybe they're doing stuff with that. For example, the guy, they know they're looking for that person. And, it's kind of a weak argument to say you don't want to tip them off. Because if you just heard, oh, we have surveillance of the guy that was with her, then they know that that's him. So, maybe it would help, put his name out there. Yeah, and we don't, the dad passing away is a little weird too, but maybe, if he had some mental issues, perhaps Hannah has the same thing. Because a lot of the times that's like hereditary. I think you thought that this might involve some sort of psychedelic drugs and obviously some sort of... Well, it's a catfish situation, it sounds like. I didn't say it did psychedelic drugs. I said maybe that's what's going on. Because she has this enlightenment. Hold on a second. Hello, who's this? The anonymous troll. Who is it? Hello? Anonymous troll, anonymous troll. Anybody there? Anonymous troll? Okay. Anytime it's anonymous, it doesn't work. Oh, I don't know who it is. First time here. I don't know what that means, man. Maybe she found a feeling of independence and freedom on her own, away from family, and ended up getting caught up in something. I think she went to LA and intended to miss her flight because she was going to meet some guy there. Because she didn't have to miss that flight. And then maybe she even thought of staying there and had her luggage brought back, but then thought better of it, but then that person convinced her otherwise, and then you know, took her on this other journey onto the, you know, that's what sounds like to me. And I'm wondering if she was drugged in some way because of the way she's typing and things she's saying. It's like almost like she's seeing stuff that isn't really there. Who said they saw her running for her flight? I don't believe that. What are you talking about, Ethan? If you say, what are we investigating this time, then how could it be your first time here? Somebody looked that one up. That looks like a troll. I read they have video surveillance of her running to catch her flight. It was in the news report I read last week. Okay. I don't know, man. She ran to catch it, but her boyfriend got there, but she didn't. The family saw a surveillance video of her running to the flight. So she missed the flight and sat there for 3 more days? She's just hanging out? Oh, then he must be a troll then. Yeah. Let's see. 123 Rockchild. I'm also curious what the ex-boyfriend knows and thinks. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely trolled him. Let's see. After she was seen running and missing the flight, she left the airport. So she just runs over to try to catch a plane. He goes, ah, damn it, I missed it. I'm leaves the airport. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well. All right. Well, nobody's calling, and I'm going to get going. So I got to work on this video. I've already started working on it. So didn't make another goal, you guys, with 620 people watching. Unbelievable. Thanks, Julia Morales, Ali Cake, Raw Time Now, Bon Bon, Amor, Linda Cosmo, 20 months. CR, Linda Cosmo, then Double Play Dog Dude, Princess Pillow, Kim Berger, Wendy Van Rokel, K. Me, Jenny, The Summer Day, Cindy Leon, Love Boston, Princess Pillow, Aga Gaga, Let It Be 77, Love Boston, Alley Cake, Oops, Michelle H, Tina G, Trying to Listen, Oddball, Kiki Cabana, DW Dog, Charlotte Denny, Michelle Wood, Shamo, Cindy J, Princess Pillow, Kelly the Wise, a new member, then Raw Time Now, Belinda H, Jenny the Summer Day, Sandy Shirley, Jenna and Charlotte Denny, and then it was me, and then Boo 2. Anyways, all right, thanks everybody. See you guys later, and be safe out there. And I'm always gonna
fool the flector, interceptor, meaner than a spectre. Bendo, and in the endo, I'm gonna send